Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Always Sometimes Monsters. Let us continue telling the story of Mathis, who is now in Mark's trailer apparently. What was I doing last time? I'm trying to remember. Oh, we had that flashback. That's right, we had that flashback and now I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. I'm gonna loot the shit out of his house if I can still. Don't think I can actually. So let's go, let's leave. See what's going on out in the city. Salt City, bitch. Salt City, bitch. Salt City, bitch. Salt City, bitch. Oh, what we need is to get his car back. That's right. Nothing a little conversation can't fix, apparently, so he says. Let's see. What can we do? It's gotta be, I'm assuming it's across the freeway here. Salt City's a dirty place, man. I don't like it. It's this weird situation. Mechanic stands, right? Let's go inside and see what we can do. Come on, Stan. You know I'll get you the money eventually. That's not the point, preacher. The car's not leaving the shop until I'm paid back in full. Maybe next time don't bet more than you can afford to lose, huh? Oh no, you're gambling! Right, I know. I'll learn my lesson. And you'll be right there just waiting for me when I slip up again, too. Do you ever get tired of profiting off others' failings? Possibly. I haven't had too much of a break to ponder it, though. Alright, hey, I'll cut you a deal since we're old friends and all. You want this car out of here so badly? How about we take one final bet for all the marbles? I just finished construction on the track out back. I've been meaning to give it a good test run. One lap, fastest record across the finish line walks away the victor. You win, debt's cleared, and you get the keys back. Come on, Stan. I ain't not falling for that again. I made a promise to God. Well, we wouldn't want to upset the big spooky almighty now, would we? Well then. Sounds like Mark's having a bit of trouble. Excuse me, sir. You may want to talk to your buddy here. Alright. Who's your little friend, preacher? Seems a little old to be a choir boy, don't he? This is Mathis. He's the reason I need the car back. Well, why didn't you say so? Heck, if you're not willing to bet on your ride, I might as well extend the offer to Mathis here. So, what do you say? Ever wanted to own a Hotrod before? I've still technically got the right to do whatever I like with the preacher's car. Which one is that exactly? Well, it's obviously the shittier of the two. Nothing beats my car. Go on, let's see how well you can guess. Well, I don't know which car's his. I don't know, man. Red one? Wrong! As if the preacher could afford something as exquisite as the devil's chariot. Nope, his is the far shittier blessed blue. Good luck getting a top speed faster than a school bus with that thing. Don't sweat it. It's still one hell of a vehicle. Normally I wouldn't risk losing such leverage, but I like the way you look. If you're willing to gamble, then I'm game. Wait, what are the terms to this gambling? One lap around my newly completed racetrack. Fastest time wins. Provided you don't wipe out and wreck yourself, that is. You win, you get the keys to that preacher's car. I win? Now what do I want? If I win, you gotta work for free out back in the scrapyard for the next 3 months. Don't think you can run away from it either. Mechanic Stan always collects on debts owed. 3 months? That's insane. How am I supposed to live making no money? Oh, don't worry about that. I'll throw you a loaf of bread or two every week. Wouldn't want you starving now. Besides, I'm sure the good preacher will help you look after you, right? It's not like he's going anywhere soon either. Now don't worry, I play fair on all my bets. You can ask the preacher man, he'll tell you, I'm no cheat. I'll give you as much time as you want to make sure the car's in good working order before we drive. Heck, I'll even let you work in my shop if you need to. Only rule, I won't break, sorry. Sometimes I get confused with the English. Only rule I won't break on though is that once you say you're ready to go, there's no turning back. Gotta have some principles, you know what I mean? Mark, what do you think? It's dangerous, but only Stan can craft a bastard. Not, I'm also new with the English. Hang on. It's dangerous. Not only is Stan a crafty bastard, but he's one hell of a driver. Why is he, I'm getting the accents all confused. As that may be, it's our only way out of town. There's no bus service to San Verdano, and I don't know where we could get another car. Then we don't have a choice, do we? We always have a choice, baby boy. Unfortunately, the alternative is giving up on San Verdano. I'll help you no matter what you decide to do, but this is a decision you have to make on your own. So what it gonna be? Now I'm going to San Verdano, you bitch. Do I risk it all or give up? If I'm not willing to risk it all myself, then what have I been doing this whole time? Alright, Stan, you got a deal. I'll play your little game. Well then, let's shake on it and call it a day. I'm getting a little hungry and could use some lunch. Heh, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'll see you two later. Don't try anything funny while I'm gone. Remember, God's watching. Oh, God, I killed myself. You know I'm not afraid of us losing. Why is that? I see it so clearly now. This is just a test of our faith. We're gonna be just fine, baby boy. We've got God on our side. Well, ain't that a relief? Well, let's go take a look at this old beast and see how she's doing. It's been a while since we've checked under the hood of old Blessed Blue. Alright. Wow, the wheels on this thing look like they could handle anything. Wow, the wheels on this thing look like they can handle anything. Okay, well, am I not supposed to pop it? So how's it looking? You think we can actually get a chance to win? We got a chance to win? Whatever, English, whatever. Well, it ought to run just fine, but Stan's track is a bit of a doozy. I reckon it's got the handling needed to clear the big curve, but getting a good top speed's tough. You should find some time to take a look at the course when you get a chance. Odds are we could probably do a few upgrades on the cheap, but we gotta know what we need. I think that's enough excitement for today, though. What do you say grabbing some lunch at the Bacon Barn? There's someone I want you to meet, so how about I see you there in a couple minutes? Sounds good to me. Oh, you're leaving me alone with these cars, man. I am going to San Verdano, and I don't care. Walking to San Verdano, I guess. Oh, can I fuck with this car? I'm looking at it, man. What? I'm looking at your car. You wouldn't be thinking of tampering with my car there, would you? That wouldn't be too fair, now would it? Why don't you catch up with the preacher, huh? Wouldn't want you doing anything unscrupulous while he's away, would we? You and the preacher ought to give up now. You, sir. I do not like you. Taking a look at the track. Bum, 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 bum. So we gotta start here. Da, 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 da. You know, hard turn here. Alright, we can do that. Oh, place to sleep here. And there's a purple car here. A lot of chickens, man. Those chickens better move. Alright, well, this isn't telling me all that much, to be honest with you. What is that thing on the road? This chicken not moving either? Can't actually open that. Alright, I've seen it all, baby. I've seen it all. Let's go meet up with the preacher. Good old Mark and Saul. Mark and Saul. Can I do anything else? Same thing. Cutting corners like a razor. Excuse me, sir. Alright, let's go to Bacon Barn. Sounds like a delicious restaurant. I'd actually go there if it existed. I just don't know where it is. Bacon Barn. I think it's across the road, if I remember correctly. I think. Super gas. This is that. Maybe it's not across the road. Maybe I'm just dumb. Big dog fighting ring. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm just stupid. Freedom Convenience. Bacon Barn. There it is. Going in. We gotta meet somebody. Can I get that second burger with no pickles? Second burger, huh? Did you order me for me already? Wouldn't dream of it. This one's for Carla. The little thing can't stand pickles. Who the heck is Carla? Oh, I didn't mention, did I? She's my girlfriend. Love of my life. Why don't you order yourself something and come sit down? She'll be here in a minute. Alright, sounds good. It's gotta have bacon on it, though. Those burgers are looking good. Those texture's pretty spot on. Welcome to Salt City Bacon Burger. What would you like to order? I'll just take a tiny bacon explosion topped with bacon glaze. That sounds fucking delicious. I'm having one. It's $30, but whatever, man. Bacon. Now that's a good looking burger. Healthy appetite is a good thing. You know, it's not my, sorry. You know, it's not my fancy, but boy, do I love me some Bacon Barn. Quick service, you know? They don't keep you waiting on your food. Yeah, I guess so. Speaking of waiting around forever, where the heck is that woman? It's just like Carla leave you hanging on a date while your meal goes cold. She's probably tied up with work again. From what little she tells me, I gather her boss rides her pretty hard. By the way, when were you going to mention you had a girlfriend? Oh, I didn't think it was that big of an issue. We haven't been dating too long, but I gotta say the connection is definitely there. She's such a good and honest girl. Got a real good heart and a real pure soul. Maybe I'm speaking a little prematurely, but I think she might be the one. Oh boy. Look at you getting all giddy about her. That's really sweet. Aw, I can't help it. When you get the feeling gets you. Sometimes you're just sure about certain people. You know what I mean, baby boy? Oh boy, do I. That gut instinct that says you're meant to be together. More often than not, that feeling turns out to be right. In my opinion, good things happen when you follow your heart. Well, I'm happier now than I've ever been. Carla's got a lot to do with that, I think. Speak of the devil.
Sorry I'm late, baby. Work's been killer so far today. I'm already dead tired.
No problem at all, sugar. I want you to meet my friend. Carla, this is Mathis. Mathis, Carla.
Pleasure to meet you, Mathis. How you enjoying Salt City so far? Mark mentioned you were from Dubstown?
Yeah, this place sure is different. It's pretty nice. I like it a lot. Seems like the city's got a bit of everything. That strip joint to the north seems pretty crazy, though. Aw, ain't nothing but dim lighting and drunken idiots. Ain't nothing good can come from wasting your time there.
Just thinking of those poor girls debasing themselves for money like that breaks my heart. I can't imagine how embarrassing it must be living that sort of double life.
Right, I hear you. Enough of that for now, though. How about we eat something? Mmm, delicious.
So what have you two been up to today?
Well, we just got back from Stan's shop. Looks like I'll be getting the keys back before long.
You're not gambling again, are you? You know that never ends well when you're betting with that creep.
Nah, I am not betting against him. Mathis is.
I don't see how that's any better. Mathis, don't tell me you really agreed to this.
Afraid so. Already shook hands and everything. It's just a little race around Stan's track. What's the worst that could happen?
You're kidding me, right? How does reckoning an old smoldering ball of fire sound? Mark, there's no way you're going to tell me that car's ready for a race.
I thought you said it was good as gold, a top-notch vehicle. Well, she is. It's just, well, Blessed Blue might need a few little upgrades before she's in peak condition. What kind of upgrades are we talking about? Keep in mind that we don't have a ton of money at this point in time. Well, I figure we're gonna need some new tires for starters. Stan's track isn't exactly Grand Prix material.
Ha! You can say that again.
What I mean is, it wouldn't do us any favors losing a wheel to some rogue shrapnel. Alright, where can I get those? On our budget, they're gonna have to come secondhand. You know, I bet you could convince Darren over at the Big Dog Boxing Club to give you a set. He uses them for training his fighters, but membership's been a little low these days, so he'll have extras to spare. Alright, I'll go talk to Darren about tires then.
Just be sure you're ready to break a sweat. Darren don't let anyone leave his club in a dry shirt.
What else is on the list for repairs?
Heh, well ain't that what ain't on the list? Sorry, English is second language.
Well, the gear shift has a tendency to stick, unfortunately, and there's nothing worse than being in a straightaway and getting caught in low gear. Shouldn't be too hard to fix if we can find some industrial cleaner and give it a good rinse. Only problem is the stuff we need is really strong. Over-the-counter stuff won't cut it, I'm afraid. Where can we get that, then? We'll need to find someone who deals with these sorts of chemicals regularly. There's a fellow, James I think his name is. Hangs out near the closed-down super gas just north of the trailer park. Troubled kid, but he knows his chemistry, that's for sure. You the drug dealer?
You're not talking about that Skid Row weirdo, are you? You know what he does for a living, don't you?
Never pay any mind. It's not our place to judge. Some people ain't got the luxury of choosing their path in life. No sense looking down on them for it.
Hey, whatever you two want.
Now, I gather he's a bit of a paranoid sort, so I'll be prepared for a lot of mistrust. Alright, I'll see about paying him a visit. Is that everything then? Well, Blessed Blue's fast, but she ain't the fastest. There's a jump in Stan's course, and unless we can get a good top speed, we might not clear it. I reckon we'll need a better transmission if we're gonna win this thing. New transmission? How the heck are we gonna afford that? Well, you're right, they ain't cheap. Thankfully, though, Stan's not the only gearhead in town. Oh yeah? Who's that? Another one of the folks in the trailer park. Old guy named Colborne. He lives in the green trailer all alone. Spends too much time by the campfire. Back at his prime, he was son of a premier mechanic, so I've heard. Honestly, don't know much more than that. But if anyone can get us what we need, it's him. I actually know who you're talking about. We met on the way into town.
Oh, well, I guess this'll be a piece of cake.
See, the plan's coming together like a real good thing. The way I see it, we'll have their keys back within a week. Alright, let me just write all this down so I can keep it straight. You wrote down car part list. Now it's gonna take some time to get everything, so don't dilly-dally on it. I know you're not interested in staying here too long. Right, we've got to move on eventually. Speaking of getting a move on, I'm due back at the church. Carla, you be good. Mathis, I guess come and find me at the church tomorrow and we can get started on that list. You be good, darling.
You too, sweetheart.
Smooches! That's a long, slow walk.
Well, I'm about to finish my food. What do you say we go sit outside a minute before I've got to get back to work?
Sure, lead the way. Uh-oh. What's she gonna tell me?
It was really nice getting to meet you, Mathis.
You too.
Mark talks a lot about you. I think you mean a lot to him.
Well, I've gathered that. It's kind of weird because the times with me treasures. I was too young to remember. Right now, it feels like I'm really meeting him for the first time.
To let you in a little secret, it feels about the same for him, too. He knew you as a baby, but here he's getting to know you as a real person.
As my voice cracks because I'm actually a man.
I'm surprised you two are getting along as well as you are, considering that.
Well, he's done a lot for me so far. I mean, without him, I might not make it to San Verdano in time.
Yeah, he mentioned you were on a strict timeline. I just don't want you pushing him around or taking advantage of his generosity, alright?
I wouldn't dream of it.
I know. You seem perfectly gracious. It's just that I'm just really starting to get worried about this race. I know Mark's got faith in you, and his old car and everything, but it all seems so risky. I mean, what if someone gets hurt? What if someone gets killed?
You really think that could happen?
I don't know. Maybe. Real question should be, is it worth the risk finding out?
What other option do we have, though? We already shook on it, and I don't think there's any other way out of this city. If you got some brilliant plan, by all means, let me know.
Well, I did have one idea, but I know Mark wouldn't like it.
What are you talking about?
Well, Stan's always had a bit of a thing for me. He's always making comments and going on about how I've wasted dating a preacher. Of course, I always brush him off, but he's convinced I have some secret desire for him. If I were to go into the shop and distract him for a while, you think you could take care of his car?
Oh, you dirty little whore. You mean mess with the engine or something?
I mean cut the brakes. Stan fixed the engine with no problem. That'd just be delay the inevitable. Cutting the brakes, on the other hand, he might not notice until it's too late.
Oh man, you can't be serious, can you? I mean, what if he gets hurt or something?
So what if it does? You'll get what you want, Mark will get his car back, and I'll have one less weirdo stalking me. Sounds like the pros outweigh the cons on this one, baby.
I guess you're right. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on this a bit. I was kind of hoping to keep my conscience guilt-free for a little while. Mark would be pretty disappointed to hear how low we stooped, even if it was for the greater good.
Well, luckily I don't give a damn about Stan, so I'm ready whenever you are. Just come find me when you're ready to do it and we can go from there. I'll be hanging around Mark's trailer in the morning before I head off to work in the afternoons, so come see me then.
Alright, I'll remember that.
Well, I guess I better get going. Break time's over. It was good talking to you, Mathis.
Yeah, you too. Well, she is a dirty, low-blowing kind of girl. I like her. I like her a lot. I have to contemplate, though, if that's something I'm going to want to do. But until then, I think we'll wrap this episode up here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, come back tomorrow for some more daily, always, sometimes monsters. And consider hitting that like button, as it helps me out a great deal. And as always, I'll see you fools next time. Bye-bye.